session. Good morning, good to have you.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone.
All right, chair of our chairs. I'm going to come to you now. So this is Women's World, you know. Like, before I go to the question, I'd like you to say something about International Women's Day that was celebrated on Saturday. How do you feel? How did you do? What did you do on that day? Something extraordinary?
Yeah, in fact, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. In fact, this year, the International Women's Day, our theme this year is to accelerate action. So we are accelerating action in every aspect. Is it in promoting gender equality? Is it in building the confident and compassionate woman? But for us in Delta State, we are accelerating action to make sure that women all over the world live healthy lives, and that's why we're focusing on these topics that we are focusing on. On Saturday, it was a huge one. We're at Ogbogonogo Market.
Wow.
We met with the women, we engaged them, we talked to them about stress, about coping with menopause, and also breast self-examination. That day was awesome. The women, they were happy, we danced, they were happy, and they had so much knowledge at the end of the day. It was lovely.
All right, that was a beautiful one, I would say. So, Pharmacist Ufoma, how did you celebrate yours, and what would you say about the day?
Oh, yeah, it was so captivating because we actually were together
Oh, okay.
on that ride. So we
Okay,
had to go to Ogbogonogo Market to sensitize the women, to let them know that they are special.
Mm.
Yeah, that they are special, that they, in the midst of the trading, in the midst of doing every other thing they need to do to keep the family going, they need to take care of themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think there's cheat somewhere. Why did you just focus on a Ogbogonogo Market? That's not the only market in Asaba.
In fact, I forgot to mention earlier,
Okay.
while we're here in Asaba, in Ogbogonogo Market, we also had a team at Main Market, in Main Market Warri.
Oh, okay.
So I think Deltans actually felt
Okay.
ups that day.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, you know, we have other markets as well. We have the midwifery market, the Anioma market. Those are very little markets that feel neglected.
Yes.
So maybe in your next campaign, you can just think of going to those markets. Okay, so let's come to the talk of the day, menopause. What is menopause? And while you're at it, tell us the age. At what age does it occur?
Okay, so menopause is a period in a woman's life when she stops seeing her menstrual period.
No, you can leave it. You can leave it there. Okay.
It's a period in a woman's life when she stops seeing a menstrual period, and you know, different things occur before she goes into menopause, but we can define menopause as when a woman has stopped seeing her menstrual period for 12 months. She has stopped seeing it completely. So that's menopause. But then we have a period called perimenopause. That's before menopause, and this usually happens maybe from early 40s to 50s to 50 years of age. You see women at this point, their hormonal levels begin to fluctuate. They come up with different things, mood swings. You see them, their periods become irregular, lighter or heavier, as it depends on the woman, it depends on the individual. Then from there they go into menopause proper, where they stop seeing their period completely. Then you have the postmenopausal phase, where these hormonal levels, they are now still very low, and you know, she's still experiencing most of these symptoms. So there are some symptoms that women experience when they are approaching or going through menopause. You have symptoms like hot flashes. You see them all of a sudden, they are sweating, they feel very hot. They could be in air-conditioned environments like this, but you see them sweating and all that. They have issues with vaginal dryness, and then they experience painful sexual intercourse. You see them, they have a night sweat, they experience night sweats. At night they can't sleep, they are sweating. They have mood swings as well. They are happy all of a sudden, the next thing they become sad, they become angry and all that. These are because of the hormones in them fluctuating, so they experience such things. There are so many, they see them having headaches, migraines, all these things all these things women experience when they are going through menopause. And you know, if they are not careful, they come down with other debilitating conditions. You can imagine a woman always constantly having migraines, how it's going to be. You have sometimes a woman not sleeping, having sleep disorder. It's going to affect her health. You see them coming up with hypertension, other diseases that are in them. Some could even become exaggerated because of all these things they are going through. Depression may set in as well, so they go through a lot. So our aim is to teach these women that when you are going through this menopause, it's not a death sentence. It's not something to be afraid of. But if you begin to empower yourself with knowledge, if you begin to prepare on time, you'll be able to cope with it, or you'll be able to go through that phase of transitioning and entering menopause. So what can women do to cope with menopause?
Okay. before we go further, because you've actually answered two questions in one. Okay. So, Pharmacist Ufoma, let me get to you now. She said when women are getting to 40, or when they are 40 going to 50, that's when menopause occurs. Is it in all cases? Do we have 30-something years old that go into early menopause? Do we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when some procedures have been done on the woman.
What kind of procedures?
Probably when they tie the tubes, when the ovaries, ligation has been done on the ovaries. It could lead to an early stage of menopause.
Also, you could also have some women going through chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Maybe they have cancer. So in the process of chemotherapy, they could end up going through menopause and all that too. So those are medical conditions that could lead to women entering menopause before they are even supposed to.
Okay, but what is the right age to get into menopause?
Okay. Everything, to be honest, in science, everything is individualized.
Okay. Your body type.
It's your body. It's your body, so it depends on you. I know women that have begun menopause at 38. I know some in their 40s. I know some till they're like 52 before they even actually get into menopause. So it depends on the woman.
Diversity can so
yeah, you know, like, okay, most times because of it's hormonal, it has to do with hormones. The way you could reverse it definitely would be through taking of all these hormonal medications. That would be, and you could maybe these women, they are going through fertility treatments and all that, so they could take it. But I mean, if you're not going through that, what's the point? Why don't you just transition safely into menopause? Because even these drugs, they have their own side effects. So the best thing would be for you to just transition safely. Menopause is not a death sentence. It's just a natural process of life.
Okay. The natural process of life. All right. So, Pharmacist Ufoma, I want to come to you again. How does menopause affect the well-being or affect the woman's overall health?
Like she earlier mentioned, the signs of menopause might be strange. So you see them becoming restless, feeling agitated, and then feeling as if a certain kind of abnormality has come to them. That why this? Do I want to die? What is all this? Why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel so uncomfortable? Why do I take a meal and it's not easily digested? Why do I have hot flashes? I suddenly become so restless, and sometimes mood swings too. So a lot of women don't feel so well when it comes. That's why we have come to tell you that you are safe. Something you can allow that process common and let it pass. But if you're so sick, come to the hospital. Seek a medical advice.
Okay. So you've just told us now that hormonal imbalance, there are some things that can change during menopause, like hormonal imbalance, the hotness of the body, fatigue.
Yes.
Okay, and so on and so forth. All right, so how can women differentiate between normal menopause and normal menopause symptoms and the signs of a more serious health issue? Because these symptoms you've mentioned could be as a result of another kind of illness.
Yes.
So how can a woman differentiate that this is not menopause, but this is symptom of one disease or one illness or the other?
Okay, so for any woman that all of a sudden you're beginning to experience new feelings in your body, you're beginning to, most of the time, you're sleepless, you have hot flashes, mood swings, all these things are coming up. Your blood pressure is always high and all that. You feel lethargic, you can't move. My best advice would be to go for a proper health screening. With your health screening, you will find that your clinician or your healthcare provider, your doctor will let you know that, oh, madam, you have nothing to worry about. This is what you're going through. You're just going through menopausal change. I've known some women that they thought that they were dying.
Okay.
Yeah, they thought they were dying. They thought, people were after their lives, or it was a spiritual thing.
Especially that heat.
Yeah, yes. It's terrible. You see them weak. They can't move. They can't eat. Your hair is falling off. You're having headaches all the time.
It also comes with falling hair.
So yeah, it's hormonal. Everything is these hormones in all the other hormones in the body. So when you start having fluctuation in all these things, different things could happen. So you see these women, they become scared. Am I dying? Is something wrong with me? Is someone after my life? So just a visit to your doctor, to your healthcare provider. You carry out all your checks. You do your proper screening, and you will find out that nothing is wrong with you. It's just menopause that you're going through.
So are there some medical tests that can say, okay, that can confirm menopause? Are there any tests that somebody has to go to, or just the symptoms?
It's just the symptoms.
You don't test that was carried?
No test. It's usually the symptoms that they used to know that the person is going through menopause. And how do I put it? You've screened the woman, you've done an X-ray, you've done MRI, you've done CAT scan and all that. You're not seeing anything. You've checked her hormonal profile. You check her hormonal assay. You check her hormonal profile, and you say, "Oh, okay, this one is low. This one is low." So, okay, she's going through
menopause. What lifestyle changes can help manage menopausal symptoms?
Okay, for women that are going through all this, our advice is this: number one, you must eat well. Eat a balanced diet. Go on a good diet. And usually when we say low fat diet, low carbohydrate diet and all that, your fruits and vegetables should become your friend. Take cucumbers, take carrots, try and eat properly.
Oh, you just reminded me, I have carrots in my house.
They are very good. They are loaded. They are loaded with vitamins and everything that could help the body to cope with all these symptoms you're going through. Another thing, exercise regularly. Exercise regularly.
Very important.
Yes, your exercise. We don't even need women to do strenuous exercises. Take brisk walks. Take brisk walks, you could just walk around your compound, walk around. Give yourself like maybe 15 to 30 minutes of walking around. It will help you. It helps to build your stamina, and the end it builds up your energy level as well. Then rest. Find time to rest. When you're tired, you rest. When you're tired, you rest. It will help you a lot. So those are part of the lifestyle changes that they could take.
So let's talk about HRT, the hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
So what are the benefits and risks of this therapy?
Okay, like I said, usually I would advise for most women that are going through menopause or that have entered menopause early, very early, maybe because they are going through how do I put it, fertility issue. They have fertility issues or whatever.
Okay, early you mean by 38 to 40?
Yes. So I think it's okay for them, and their doctor, they must be on constant supervision by their doctor. But if you have the right, instead of taking all these things, that the end could lead to some other cancer or other issues, there's no point doing that. I wouldn't advise women to go on hormonal replacement therapy, except though their menopausal symptoms are severe.
Okay.
But doctors these days, that would be the last resort for them. So,
Wow. Still speaking about menopause. Now, how does menopause impact mental health, and what coping strategies can women use, can they embrace to help their mental health?
okay, like when I was speaking earlier, I said because menopause comes with things like sleep disturbances,
Yeah, different symptoms,
mood swings, anxiety issues. All these things affect the mental health. So for women, socialize, get your group or get your social circle, interact with people a lot and all that. You could even go for counseling if you are having some issues with coping too. You would need counseling as well. That would help you cope. Do exercises like breathing exercises. It will help you as well. That's it. Stay around family and friends to help you to cope well.
All right, you've talked about exercise, the kind of exercises that women should do, walking around, taking healthy meals like your vitamins, fruits, and the rest of it. Now, let's talk about the bone. Now, how does menopause affect bone health?
Okay.
And how can we prevent?
Okay, so usually women that are now in their menopausal stage, you see their calcium levels and vitamin D levels are depleted. So for such women, we advise them to begin to take supplements, calcium supplements and vitamin D supplements as well. It will help their bone and prevent what we call osteoporosis, whereby the bones are now become weak. Before you know, they are breaking one leg, they are breaking an arm and everything. They are prone to falls and all that. So, but with this calcium, it helps to strengthen their bones, and vitamin D too as well. It helps to strengthen their bones, and so they're fine.
Okay, you have something to add to it?
Okay, eating right. I would say the women should also eat on time. When you get to this, when you are getting close to your menopausal period, the food becomes difficult to digest sometimes. So you have to eat on time, eat right, don't eat heavy before you go to bed.
Okay.
And that could help the sleep disturbance. Eating on time, eating light food before you sleep up really help. Then, like she said, socialize, speak out, don't bottle up things inside of you. If you're not happy, reach out to someone. That's why we're celebrating the International Women's Day, to help you know that the pharmacists, we are here for you. Yeah, you can reach out to any of us. You can reach out, you can see us in the pharmacies, in the hospital, in the industries. Reach out to us. We'll be there to help.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, so that's it about menopause, I would say. So let's quickly talk about self-examination, breast self-examination. Now, this is because of finding out lumps in the breast leading to cancer. Some lumps can be cancerous.
Yeah.
So I want you to talk about it.
Okay. The breast self-examination.
How far Delta people? In less than 22 months, Governor Borowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk wey dey full basket. With a more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity